Today we're going to be calling about VirtuaCon. It's a con, fairly new. When it first popped out, everybody was very, very excited to join. And then suddenly, very recently, there's been like a mass VTuber walkout out of this con. Everybody that had signed up months ago for this and that showed like great interest, suddenly they all decided to pull out. So everybody was kind of wondering what the hell was happening. So I have people like Victoria here tweeting, "Hi all, unfortunately I will not be participating in VirtuaCon this weekend. Information has come to light about the backers that I do not align with and such, and I will be stepping away. A lot of wonderful creators and organizers put months of work into making this event happen. Please don't blame any of the creators. Most were just excited to participate and trusted that the people running the event had everyone's best interest in mind. A lot of work was put in today digging into information that were provided and became clear that trust was unfortunately misplaced. Thank you for your understanding." There's all these people pulling out, and from my understanding, so the thing that's fucked though is that the con is this weekend, and now I don't know how the con's still gonna happen, right? Because everybody's leaving. But there's Sairobi here who initially made a bunch of posts on this company. So on November 12th, they announced Merryweather. He was going to join the fight. There's a bunch of other big VTubers that were supposed to join as well. And Sairobi tweets, "Someone should probably warn Mary Dog and Kobe Fefe-chan that this thing looks like it uses AI art and reeks of scam. I was contacted by them a few months ago and it was nothing but red flags. Email looks ChatGPT generated and was also flagged by Gmail itself. Very sus stuff, emo." We can see this email was flagged. It's a dear name Syrob NA. So already there's like a little misinput here. "It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Chloe and I help run VirtuaCon, where we work with VTubers on brand partnerships and sponsorship opportunities. With the significant growth we've seen in the space recently, we're excited to be launching a new initiative. This November-December, VirtuaCon will be hosting a 2-day Twitch festival featuring some of the most recognized names of the VTubing community, yada yada." I mean, the rest of the email doesn't look that bad. A lot of sponsor emails are, you know, ChatGPT generated. I don't really mind the use of, you know, written AI as much. I get why people have an issue with the art, because we're in the VTuber community. Yeah, I think if I received an email like that, I would probably disregard it. But sometimes I reply because you never know. But I never click on the links though. Yeah, I think the name, dear name, and then have your name after, that is hella scuff. That is hella scuff. So Sarah here continues, says, "I thought they look close into it because it sounds like a cool opportunity, but like the tone is so clearly AI generated and all comments and followers before these endorsements were bots. Lol. I would be very surprised if this was legit. It reeks of AI. The following and the comments being bots, that is more of a red flag. But how did..." So the other thing that people are saying is that also the PFP is AI generated, and so is the logo. "I feel like some of this is lacking proof. It seems like some assumptions, not saying it's true at all, but I haven't really seen so much proof of the scams claim." Yeah, me too. I think there's a bunch of claims that are valid, and there's a lot of assumptions like the scam. So the other thing is that this con is also supposed to run a charity, and now people are worried that the charity money won't actually be going to the charity. But I mean, if they're going directly through the charity link, like Dokiber charity, for example, did, or Iron Mouse, then it should be fine. We're lacking a little bit of information about how the logistics are run. Get ready, everyone. The future of digital entertainment is here. We are incredibly excited to announce VirtuaCon 2025, the premier 2-day virtual fan convention, bringing together the world's most popular VTubers. Oh, tubers. Not even VTubers, for an immersive 28-hour event on Twitch. VirtuaCon is more than just a stream. It's a landmark event designed to celebrate and the global VTuber community. And then this is the event page. A groundbreaking celebration. Welcome to VirtuaCon, an unprecedented 2-day online event. This marks the very first gathering of its kind. This flyer looks okay. This is, yeah, probably AI. The other claim is that there's a lot of, like, the organizers are tied to crypto and NFTs and AI. But then again, the other thing that we pointed out, like, you could join their Discord server, and this is the Shadow. This is the organizer of the virtual con, right? And his pronouns are buy/sell, and his name is Shadow Crypto. There's his Twitter connected and his Facebook. Like, they weren't really hiding it back then. There's not really new information that came out since October. It's just that I guess whenever they signed up, they didn't check. Yeah, buy, sell, like buy, very subtle. So it's just that I guess that no one checked back then, and then somebody suddenly, you know, one person is like, oh, I don't want to be associated with this, so I'm leaving. And then it produced some kind of snowball effect where everybody decided to also leave. But then again, I understand not wanting to be associated with like NFT, cryptos, AI. Sometimes it's just not worth it. And here, this is his Twitter profile, co-founder of CryptoChain PH, member of Livox Esport, member of Market Warriors, angel investor, community manager. All opinions are my own, NFA. Was this guild doing the sort of things described in this section of the wiki entry on this game? Again, how much is this person involved in the con? Will there be any crypto/AI promotion or usage? The mascot for the con does appear to be Gen AI. I know the tournament is going to be raising money for charity, so I want to believe everything here is above board, but from what I've seen so far, I think I'm pretty justified to feel concerned. If us VTubers are being asked to support this con, we need transparency. So this is the game they made. It's a blockchain game developed by a Vietnamese studio known for its in-game economy, which uses Ethereum-based cryptocurrencies. It's been called a pyramid scheme that relies on cheap labor from countries like the Philippines to fuel its growth. It's a game pyramid scheme. Our best Axie Infinity scholars receive additional Axie to increase their energy from 20 to 40 so they can play more. Why would you ever play those games though? Like, who does that? Who thinks this is a good idea? Have I missed something? Why am I seeing a lot of friends joining this VirtuaCon thing when this event clearly used Gen AI art? And don't get me started on the other concerns about this event. I hope I'm wrong. So I get this person is using an AI generator checker. I didn't even know that was a thing. It says it's fully AI. I found the brand guidelines for VirtuaCon, and this whole document is 100% Gen AI written. It says I've created 2 versions of the logo. Who did? Who's the artist? Yeah, I read that last night, and those were really scuffed. VirtuaCon brand guidelines. I've created 2 versions of the logo, so we're covered no matter where we need to use it. Like, what the fuck is this? Primary logo, full word mark. This is our main logo. It's paired with those distinctive cat fox ears that blend into a headset. And then the secondary logo is... This is not how brand guidelines are supposed to look like. And then for the typography, they're like describing what the font is, and they're like think Montserrat or Poppins, but it's probably because they can't use a font when they're doing the words. I don't think Gen AI is there where you can just input a font and be like, use this font for the logo. Would love to be wrong about this, but I'm trusting my gut on this one to be sketchy as fuck. I put their Twitter PFP in 3 different AI checkers, and 2 of them came back as if being AI generated. Once I'm on PC, I'll look more into it. Just sucks to see so many VTubers a part of this. If it's true that majority of it is AI generated. I mean, like, Merryweather is an artist that runs a comic company, so for sure he's not gonna want to be associated with that, I feel. Digital VTuber event VirtuaCon announced with viral lineup streaming December 20 and 21. They even had like a Game Press article. VirtuaCon kicks off its maiden 2-day event with talent including Deme, Fefe, and Merryweather. Audience can anticipate digital concerts, indie game showcase, competitions, and a charity fundraising. So it seems that it's a virtual only event, like you don't show up physically, is my understanding of this. And they're like heavily promoting these VTubers. There is Kurumi Lucians, who announces that she's also pulling out. I will not be participating in Virtua Beat / VirtuaCon this weekend. I want to thank everyone I got to meet during the making of the concert. This was going to be my first time running an entire group concert. I was really looking forward to letting all of my wonderful friends shine. And unfortunately, sometimes as creator, we have the choice to power through uncertainty or step away to protect our branding and image. And that is what had happened today. I'll be doing my best with upcoming events and concerts that are run by myself and my own team, and find a place for the wonderful singers I got to work with. Everyone deserves a chance to shine, and I'm determined to make that happen for everyone that trusted me with their performance. I would like to further note that I'm not part of or employed by the VirtuaCon team, was asked to participate just like every other creator impacted. Engi is also removing themselves from the con. Hey guys, unfortunately, due to new information being released about the organizer, I'll not be participating in VirtuaCon's Virtua Beats concert this weekend. Please do not blame the talent, we certainly didn't know. Additionally, please note that despite backing out, all the performers had all already submitted our files to the concert. So if they play my concert footage, it's without my consent. Thank you for understanding. I think it's very disastrous for VirtuaCon. I think for VirtuaCon, the most important thing is everyone was able to step away safely. All of the posts saying, I saw the red flags way before came off really insensitive and as if to capitalize on the situation rather than spread awareness. Feifei is also pulling out with her group. Team Feifei. I hate to bring up bad news, but I will no longer be working with VirtuaCon. Lots of information came out today that I had no awareness of, and after looking through all of the data, I do not feel comfortable supporting this event. It really sucks because I was so excited for some of the projects and panels that were planned, but in times like these, I have to stand for what I think is right. They need more clarity if they want people to stay, that's for sure. Yeah, they need transparency, and I guess maybe they asked and they didn't get the answers they wanted. Angel also tweeted about it. Unfortunately, I'll be stepping away from my involvement with VirtuaCon after reviewing more info about the event management team. I do not feel comfortable performing as their host. She was gonna host. I had a lot of hope for a VirtuaCon that could feature lots of creators at a convention accessible to everyone, but this is not something I can align myself with from a moral standpoint or a professional one. I send my love to the other talents involved in this mess, as well as a large apology for anyone looking forward to this event. I made a typo. Well, you get the point. Fuck AI and crypto and all that jazz. Let's make cool shit ourselves instead. Pretty sure it's the same one that spammed me over and over both here and in email. I responded to them asking for more information and their deck, and they claimed to have. They ghosted. So it seems that we're spamming VTubers before. Not to pry, but for the sake of hobbyist journalism, would it happen to be related to the sudden public departure of a lot of big name talents popping up on the timeline? Yeah, probably. Hades said, me like many others, I'm stepping away from this. Ebiko, following information that came to our attention today, the Tots will no longer be participating in VirtuaCon. We apologize to those who are looking forward to it and thank our communities for understanding. What's interesting is that they had a tweet about the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thank you to our VTuber community. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is honored to be the main beneficiary of Virtua Cup as part of VirtuaCon on December 2021. The virtual convention brings together VTubers and digital creators to celebrate gaming, friendship, and fundraising. So they were partnered with Virtua Cup, but they deleted this. So even the charity doesn't want to have anything to do with them now, maybe. There was also this comment on a YouTube video. This is the email that allegedly that person received from the Immune Deficiency Foundation saying that it got cancelled. VirtuaCon has been cancelled. If you plan to donate or set up a fundraiser, this may be disappointing news. It is to us as well. Trust and transparency are just value we list. They're commitments we honor. When we partner with creators or fundraiser, we lead with the expectation that our partners are also serving our community responsibly. While we're disappointed that this fundraising opportunity won't come to fruition, we remain committed to our work supporting the PI community. If you were planning to donate through VirtuaCon, we invite you to contribute directly to our organization. So the con might not just happen, but then again, this could be fake, so take this with a grain of salt. We got it from a Discord. There's also this. It was a comment on a video, and that Strop sent me. Thank you, Strop. Us game devs were given a pretty high price to get our game in, so there is quite a lot of money involved, making this a wilder situation. We've essentially paid to be in an event on the basis that these big creators will play our games, and now the creators are leaving it. It's going to be interesting to see if we'll be offered our money back or if that's just lost. Update, it does seem like the creator of the event is very genuine and also struggling with this whole thing. Doesn't seem like they used AI from what they are saying. But the cascading effect of the creator leaving is causing the event to die out, to my knowledge. They will be refunding us and shutting down the charity donation plan, as the money is obviously not there anymore. And as far as I understood, they aren't involved in any NFT or crypto things. The portfolio of that artist is some NFT stuff 5 years ago in 2020. Wait, from which artist? The logo artist? Can we just reverse search it though? Why don't they credit the they could just credit the artist and that would be settled. Yeah, no, that's true. If they did get refunded, then good for the game devs at least. This game dev seems to trust the organizer of the event, also saying that he's not involved in NFT or crypto stuff. I mean, if they're not involved, that does change his thing. But why lie about the AI? Anyway, that could all be cleared out, though, if they just tell us who the artist is. The only reason they have for lying is trying to save face with whoever is commenting. Wouldn't they make a statement ASAP? They should. Niaru also commented on this, saying, I remember getting spammed emails from this event, but after a 10-minute research, there were so many red flags. I rejected their proposal and went along my day. With that said, I generally believe there's still not enough awareness or knowledge of how to vet the events you apply for. This is why it's important for VTubers to do research on events they are asked to participate in, even if they are being paid. Oh, maybe the VTubers were being paid, which explains why they didn't really vet it thoroughly. But I don't know. I'm just assuming this from this post. Is it worth associating your brand with allegations of foreign crypto scams? How did we miss the very obvious generative branding? I can only hope the VTubers who accepted to participate can at least come out of this without too much trouble. Yeah. Throwback to, oh my god, Harry, the CEO. One last thing to add, because I can see this getting heated quick. Don't harass the talents participating, spread awareness and let them know what's going on, but they may be under contractual obligation to complete their agreement, especially if there is payment involved. There's still many VTubers that are new to navigating the convention and event sector of the fandom industry. Let it be a lesson learned, but not something to hold over their head. It must be kind of tricky to vet events. I feel like people just go to the events where there's already a big audience and, you know, other years under their belts where other VTubers have showed up. So, like, you know, these are safe. But if it's a brand new thing, yeah. Bye-bye, Blue Destiny. Glad you saw this too, Niaro. I saw another post saying that at one stage in their server, they had a post asking people to sign up for crypto site in order to get a special role. I'm presuming they're playing at least a few of the guests, but they are paying at least a few of the guests, but I'm hoping so much that everyone gets paid and the charity money is sent properly. Still, I really hate the idea of tech bros once again trying to exploit our industry and making it seem more viable for other tech bros to try as well. It's the best outcome we can have for now, despite us knowing deep down it won't be that clean. I also hope talents can review their contract if it's legally binding to see if they can renegotiate to prevent the potential harm of exposing their audience to the scam. There's only so much that can be done at this point, and it kind of sucks. What I find uncomfortable is these responses are all based on feel, no concrete evidence, but what if they were wrong? Do people accept responsibility when they were wrong? They usually don't. No, they'd rather just step away from a possibility of being right, I think is the point. Like, they're like, if there's a possibility that this con is not what I hoped for, then I don't want to associate my brand with it. So they're like, I'd rather just pull out. And also, if everybody else pulls out, I mean, it puts pressure on the other that haven't pulled out yet. And then on the other hand, it's like the con, they should rush to make a statement at this point, because it's in a couple of days, and if they can clear their name, they should do it. Like, credit the artist, provide name of who's the organizer, what does he do, what's his background. He might not, if he's not tied to NFT and cryptos, then good. That's 2 allegations right there cleared, right off the bat. Hey, you, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.